Here we go. Now I believe these pages were laid out in numerical order or in set order, and just all the missing pieces are the ones that are not part of the set. The condition's well kept. I can't give a number of how many's missing from the set. I haven't done the background check to see how many are needed to complete the set. But again, I don't think there's many, if any, duplicates. Most of all these are to one for the set and not just duplicates. Alright, we'll pick back up. My daughter came downstairs and I didn't want to get too distracting. But there we go. Now I believe these are more the base or the variation of the base. I'm not exactly sure. Again, I didn't pull up the details of this set. Personally, if I had the money, I would buy them off my friend. You know, but The wife has always wanted me to sell everything that's in our possession. Can't keep everything, so this can go to someone that enjoys the collecting of some of these older cards and comic books. Why not, right? This is all about the person who's collecting, not the person who's flipping. And I believe these are all the limited edition ones that were collected. Again, the complete set of the limited edition is only what we have and not the whole set. Alright, this is the end of the Fleer Marvel Metal for 95.96. We're on to the next. And there's some random stuff that's available. Going to have to take another time out. My daughter's coming downstairs. It's an uncut panel from Fleer Ultra. And then we got the Spider-Man collection. This one is a couple of the holograms that were offered. It's kind of hard to get them, but that's a Venom. Some nice cards. Sorry if you feel like I'm looking at the cards, because I am. I barely have time to even look at some of this stuff, but again, I think the collection itself is just a really nice collection. I mean, if you're looking for just to have and to be something to kind of be nostalgic with, this is definitely a nice job that my friend did in collecting these when he was younger. So and if there is background noise whilst my daughter is in the room, I just gotta get this video done. This new Spider-Man movie should be great when it comes out. But I don't have to do the advertising to show that. It should be fun. Again, This is, I think, fairly close to a complete set for this Spider-Man um, 1994 set. It makes it the set funner, as you can see the full panel view and the combination of all the artwork to make these panels look beautiful. And again, I haven't done the homework to see where the set lies in completion, but it should be fairly close for this Superman one. I think after Superman or Spider-Man, sorry, long day at work. After Spider-Man, I think there's Spawn in here and a couple other random things, but bear with me. It's a lot of pages to turn. That's why it's hard to kind of describe everything in just a few photo shots. And this is Flare Ultra 94, I believe. As you can see, there's already pieces missing, so anything that's an open spot should be just that it was never collected. So it gives you the books already kind of preset that you can just add your collection or add the additional pieces from there to complete the rest of the set. You know, a lot of people knock the 90s for having so much just manufacturing the needs of the public, and a lot of these items fell short in any type of return value, but the artwork and all that in its original form is just fun to look at, like going through an old comic book. I'm not a comic buff by any means. I like my movies and stuff, so again, you know, it's the Marvel universe is a lot to digest, especially if you're just getting into it. So, you know, I stick on the outside and watching my movies and remember some of the nostalgia that's in these nowadays movies, how it brings me back to when I was a kid, and how some of the comic books I read are now being incorporated into life, you know, films on the big screen. Makes it fun. Yeah, I would say this set is fairly complete, besides missing some of the inserts. Again, I'm guessing without really digesting the checklist. Next is a set of cards. Not tops or flair or anything issued, I don't believe. A really neat looking deck of cards. The whole set, I believe, should be here. So I'm just going to scroll through this fairly quickly. Next up, this is where it gets a little random. Got a Street Fighter card, then some Skeleton Warriors, and I don't know what this card is. Looks like some Luck of the Draw. Marvel stuff, then Lady Death, and then again more just other Marvel stuff. That's a Boba Fett, then again a lot of just random kind of stuff that's put in here. Maybe it's random to me. It might make sense to somebody else, but random to me. Now this is Spawn, so I know you're not interested in Spawn, but I'm just gonna flash the cards anyways. I think this is fairly close to a complete set for the Spawn. I don't remember very many missing panels. Gotta enjoy McFarlane's work. This Spawn, it was I never got to read the comics, but I've always heard good reports out of it when it was at its heyday. Maybe one missing piece there. Here goes a few more missing pieces. But again, it's fairly close to a set. I would say by just guesstimating, about 80% complete. Again, that's without looking at numbers or inserts or anything else that could be factors of completing the set. And this is all Michael Jordan. Just regular Michael Jordan cards from the later 90s set. And then there's a couple more random cards back here. Godzilla card, Batman, Star Wars, that's it from this. Alright, and this is our next album. This is the third and final album. This set I think is fairly close to complete. More of what you were looking for. I don't believe there's any hologram inserts with this collection. I think when I talked with the owner of these cards, he said that he never got them, or he might have had them, but they might be separate. I forgot. I know I have myself. I've collected when I was a kid. I still have three or four inserts. I never got to keep my cards. But for whatever reason, the holograms are still with me. All these are in fairly good condition. I don't think there's a lot of page turn and wear on the card, so there's not a lot of outside inner wear as you turn the pages. Of course, you know, some of these cards do slide around in the pockets, but kind of common for any album. And again, I don't believe there's a lot of duplicates, if any. So makes it better for when you have to figure out how you want to take your collection from there. Those hollow foils were real nice. Again, the artwork with some of these are just stunning. A lot of these I think are the facsimile signatures on them. Some have the signatures, some don't. Again, how it is relevant with the cards, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I've done a lot of baseball card collecting and stuff like that, but I know a lot of this stuff just doesn't have a lot of value because of the era it came out in. Not to downgrade what it is, because again, the artwork is truly just really captivating. And again, you can see that there's some missing panels, and again, that's from not certain cards being taken out, and more in the fact of the collector, when he was set building, those were cards that he didn't have when he was set building, and this collection went to a closet and was just being held for a long time until he made the decision to move on from it, just clear up space. Now this one, I believe, couple of these are translucent. And that's by the design of the card. Again, where the collection stands in completion, I'm not exactly sure. Which ones are the more sought after inserts, I'm not exactly sure either. But I know there should be some nice cards in here. Me personally, I would probably take all the Spider-Man and Deadpools. If that was me. Just because I like those two characters. And again, any of the spacing in this album is due to the cards not being available when being set built. So the spaces are for the additional pieces already got the room set for them to be added, and just there's going to have to be some work done to finish some of the sets for these. This book is going to be a long book, so we'll try to go through things the best we can. There's quite a few panels in this. I think this book has about 80 pages, so please just bear in mind I'm trying to scan the best I can. And again, the conditions of these cards, you could tell if I was a grader, I would say most of these would be 7 or better. I can't say if any are truly mint. That's a fool's gamble. And I'm not going to disturb any of these cards where they sit as they are. Just because any little bit of movement can do additional damage, so it's better just to leave it alone unless you're going to take it out to make those type of decisions. These are power blasts, or some of those are power blasts. So again, I think those are the kind of the variations of the cards. But again, I'm only speculating because I don't have an idea of what these sets are by contrast of which ones are limited, which ones aren't, which ones are the better cards and which ones aren't. some of these panels feel a little thicker, so I can't say again how many cards are there if there are extras. But I would say, I think these flares were a little thicker in the card stock. So and again, any of the missing panels should be just parts of the missing parts of the collections. Some of these chromes are held really nicely in here because of the lack of lighting and stuff like that. These two are translucent or kind of see-through, so some of these characters I never even heard of. Again, I'm not the Marvel buff, but I do enjoy my movies. This one, you can see there's obviously a lot of missing pieces on this Ultra, so there will definitely need to be some work done to get this collection put together. These are some of the greatest battles. Then we got some of the Spring Break cards. And then these are the chromiums from I think it was 95 or something. Yeah, 95. This book's getting towards the back end, so it's going to be hard turning some of these pages. So I don't want to put too much wear or weight on the inside of some of these pages, just in case there's anything that's a little bit more desired for the collection. We still got about 20 pages or so to go. I'm just going to kind of flip through these because, again, I don't want to put too much weight on these inner pages. Maybe it's less than 20. Yeah, definitely less than 20. I think we only got one more page after this. A few more. These are the holograms there. And the last of it. If you have questions, let me know.